Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the Gamescades. Today and only today, the Sonic news keeps rolling because we now have the official announcement of the Netflix Sonic 3D animated series that was previously not necessarily leaked, but it was announced, but they immediately deleted the tweet. I think it was like in early December, but we finally have the official announcement of it. It is called Sonic Prime. So let's just, bro, I'm hyper. I know I want to get to all the talk about it, but waking up to this, having all my notifications flooded, there's a lot to take in. It's not a coincidence. This was announced 4 days after Roger said he was leaving the voice of Sonic. They probably knew they were going to announce this show and they were going to ask like, oh, are you excited to voice this or all that? And it would have been weird if he wasn't tweeting about it or hyping it up or anything. So obviously, unfortunate to see again that he's not going to be voicing this, but I'm so interested to know who is going to take on this role. Now, this show is still slated for 2022. I'm going to read you off the details of what we know here so far. So first of all, the title, right? The title is saying Sonic Prime. I like how the letters in the name are shattered. It's gonna tie into when I read a bit of the synopsis, but I just really like that as a design. I even like the little prime. It kind of reminds me of like Sonic Rush a little bit. Like, I don't know, like the font style and the logo style. It's really cool, and I just everything about this is really cool. I'm nerding out a little. So first of all, the series is gonna be animated by WildBrain Studio. Now WildBrain, it's gonna be from their Vancouver studio, and it says that they've worked on stuff like Ben 10, and the characters and the team in the Academy Award-winning feature Big Hero 6 have been brought on showrunners and executive producers for the series. So right away there's some high hopes. I'm happy about that. It's going to be also a Netflix exclusive series. It's going to be 24 episodes, which I'm really happy about. I'm assuming it's going to run for, the standard cartoon 21 minutes about that. And because the age demographic for it is apparently 6 to 11, as well as for legacy fans. They're not, I remember specifically, Sonic Boom was really just pure kids. They weren't saying that they wanted like legacy fans and like fans of all ages to be not necessarily involved, but like into it. But here it feels like they basically want it to be like the old days of, I don't know, like maybe Sonic X or all that stuff, where it felt like there were younger people that were watching, but there were also older Sonic fans that are really excited to be in there and know what's going on with the story and the world. Now, the most interesting thing about this to me is the plot synopsis. Now, we don't have too much on it, but we have the basic underline. So let me read this out for you. So the 24-episode animated adventure for kids, families, and longtime fans draws upon the keystones of the brand new brand and features of the Blue Blur of video game fame and high-octane adventures, where the fate of a strange new multiverse rests in his gloved hands. Sonic's adventure is about more than a race to save the universe. It's a journey of discovery and redemption. Am I losing my mind? Are we going back to Sonic having somewhat of a plot, of a character development? Because obviously the past few games have been very much, here's a scenario by Eggman, here's some cracks and jokes, and then we end it off, right? So the idea, even in Sonic Boom or whatever the case, so to go back to a new series where they're expecting to have some character development in some, I mean, you're not just gonna say it's a journey of self-discovery and redemption out of nowhere. What does redemption mean? Is it like there's so much I need to know. I saw some people theorizing that maybe this is him because it's multiverse. Maybe it's him being able to go to different universes and seeing different Sonics and stuff like that. I have a feeling that's not the case. I don't think this is Sonic Spider-Verse. I think this maybe is just like you're going to different universes, you're meeting different characters. What's interesting about the plot too is there's no mention of your gang. Like usually it'll be like Sonic and friends, right? Or Sonic and Tails. It's interesting that this is strictly Sonic and his journey of self-redemption and discovery. So I wonder if he's gonna go to different dimensions and maybe meet his friends along the way, because obviously he's not gonna be alone the whole show. I don't know, like we don't know anything about the cast. We don't know anything about like who the supporting cast is, like who's obviously voice design. There's a lot of questions we have here, but like right away I am so happy that this is the plot idea. The fact, obviously, I know some people don't like multiverse stuff because it just means like it involves time travel and confusing stuff. But the idea again that at least there's some sort of blueprint of it's a journey that like this is going to be a journey, because it does say it's more about a race to save the universe. So clearly it is about saving the universe, but it's also like some kind of journey. So I really appreciate that it's not going to just be like here's a one-off episode, comedy this, comedy that, which again I like and appreciate, but it's nice to see them trying again. But yeah, it's been a fun morning to see on Twitter like what people are speculating, what people are thinking about this. Again, we don't have too many details, so it's hard to sit down and talk for a long time. But what I would want from this show for 24 episodes is I want a story. You know what I mean? I want a start to finish story. Again, obviously I want jokes and quips. I want Sonic to be weird and funny and stuff, but like I want, you know, some heartwarming moments. I want him to hang out with the characters. I want them to just lean in on that. And now here's my thing. I don't think this necessarily ties into the games, because why would they announce the show before they announce the game? Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like if this was going to involve the game, I feel like the game would have been announced as Sonic Prime, and then we'd have, like, you know, the show revealed as, you know, Sonic Prime Adventures or something like that. So that's why I don't necessarily think it ties into the games. Now, it could be a Sonic X scenario. So, like, with Sonic X, it was kind of the same plot as Adventure 1 and 2, but obviously it was not necessarily the same exact way. It's kind of like that where they're sharing ideas from the game and the show. I don't necessarily think like we just like got the game's title unofficially, but it does once again tell me that whatever the next game is, it's going to lean more on going back to Sonic having somewhat of a story, right? And somewhat having more, you know, more growth to the character in the world in that universe, as opposed to, all right, let's just make it a simple 3D platformer. You beat the level, you get a few clips of dialogue, and you're out. Because Sonic, I feel like what's so different about Sonic is, I'm not saying people adore the story or anything, but like out of a lot of the 3D platformers, it's had more of a plot in a lot of games than it hasn't. You know what I mean? It is a lot of times about these characters and the story in that world. And obviously, I love the quips and the jokes stuff, but it's nice to see that sort of character development and fun that we could have. Another little info here is building on the momentum generated for Sonic in 2020, and as the brand celebrates its 30th anniversary in 2021, Sonic Prime aims to captivate the imaginations of audiences, blah blah blah. So again, once again confirming and reassuring us that there are anniversary plans this year. There is going to be something. I know some people have been worrying that because Roger left that maybe this means we're not getting a Sonic game till 2022, but it does still feel like we are getting plans, we are getting stuff this year despite everything going on. Obviously things could get delayed, get shifted, but there is still a game plan for this year. So yeah guys, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you're excited for Sonic Prime, what your ideas are, what you'd like it to be, what you want to see, which characters, what's going on. Do you want new stuff? Do you want old stuff to be reimagined? I would like a lot of new stuff with some reimagined stuff, like characters coming back and stuff like that, but I do want new villains. I want new challenges. I want new things going on, and it's gonna be exciting stuff. So thank y'all for watching. Subscribe for more. I'll see y'all next time. Peace the fuck out.